Hello everyone, welcome to Charlie's Garage. So in this episode, what I want to talk about is Temu. Who's heard of Temu, right? It's on the Super Bowl commercial that we just saw. It's basically a place to buy cheaply made products for a cheap price. My wife shops at Temu a lot when she does her crab habitats and her lizard cages. She buys the fake plants and seashells and all, little odds and ends from them, and she's getting some pretty good deals. So I started to think to myself, can you get auto parts from there? So obviously you're not going to go and buy a new engine or transmission or anything major for your car from Temu, but you can buy a lot of little odds and ends, mostly accessories, things to dress up the car on Temu, right? So I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff I got from Temu that I'm going to do some experiments with and see how it works out in the car. I'm going to film these experiments later on for other videos, but right now we're just going to talk about what I got for the car, how much it cost, and we'll go from there. All right, so first thing, I did buy a couple of non-car related items because they're just cool. So this guy right here, this is a metal detector. It's one of the handheld wands to pinpoint. I got this, and I got the larger version of a handheld metal detector that is larger. I got the two of these for about 12 bucks. One of the things that you will notice that on Temu is that once you make a purchase on Temu, they are going to start sending you coupons and deals and stuff where even though the stuff is already cheap to begin with, you can get some pretty smoking hot deals on this stuff. So got the metal detectors. I got a brake pedal pad and accelerator pad. On the website, they looked a little redder than this, so they're really not going to match my car. I'm going to put them in just kind of see what they look like, but I may not end up using them. The other thing I got was a steering wheel. You can see here, right? So it has its own horn buttons, pretty nice looking steering wheel. The color's right. The only thing I'm not sure about this steering wheel is that it's a smaller diameter steering wheel than the one I got in the car. I think when I install it in the car, it's going to look good, but just in case I have trouble steering it from it being the smaller diameter, not having power steering, I also got this, which is a little handle that you put on the steering wheel that helps you to turn the steering wheel. So we're going to try to put the steering wheel and stuff on. But one thing is that if you look at this steering wheel, the 1968 Mustang has a threaded rod that the steering wheel slides onto, and then the nut goes right here and holds it on. So this one would not fit on my steering column, so I had to buy this guy right here, which is an adapter, and this adapter has the threaded end in it right here that goes over that steering shaft, and then it has the adapter plate that lets you basically have these 6 holes that you need to put the steering wheel on. So that's going to probably be the next video I make, is going to be the steering wheel installation. People get an idea of what it takes to do a steering wheel. One thing to keep in mind is that this guy has a horn button, whereas the original steering wheel had the horn ring. So one of the things I'm going to have to do to wire up this horn is find the original horn wire going through the turn signal harness, and I would have to cut it and reroute the wires to run to this guy. And since I don't know for 100% sure if I'm going to be keeping this steering wheel, I'm going to have to do that in a way that I can rewire it back to its original configuration fairly easily. So keep an eye out coming up soon for a video about the steering wheel installation and how it goes. Other really cheap odds and ends I got, these are little packages of valve stem caps. They're the type that are supposed to glow in the dark so that when you're going down the road, you have that red ring or blue ring, depending on what color you got. So I'm kind of curious to put these on and have the wife film me going down the street just to see if it looks cool. But other than that, I mean, these are really cheap too. Another non-Mustang specific thing I got was an OBD2 diagnostic scan tool. This is nice to have one in your house. Just check engine light comes on, you can check it real quick, see if it's something that you can fix specifically or if it's something you need to take to the shop for a newer vehicle. But being able to basically pull your own codes and see what's going on with your car is always nice. OBD2 diagnostics are pretty universal. I haven't tried this out yet. I've told all my students that if any of them has a check engine light come on, to let me know so I can test this. So we'll see how it works as soon as one of them gives me something. Another thing I bought were these. These are supposed to be wheel center caps. This is really one of only two things that I bought from Temu that kind of weren't what I was looking for. I was expecting these to be a little bit bigger around and fit into the wheels hubs of my American Racing Wheel rims so that I could have the nice little pony center, but they're actually a much smaller diameter than the wheel is. But what I did notice is that if I can figure out a way to make it work and get a little creative, then what I can do is I'll show you guys real quick that horn button. If you look at the horn button right here and you look at this, it's almost exactly the same diameter. So if I can get this cover to fit inside of this horn cover, that would be a pretty cool steering wheel cover, I think. So we'll see. I got 4 of these because I was expecting to put one on each tire. So if I screw the first one up, I got 3 more attempts at it. Temu does have a return policy. I could have sent these back and said, hey, they weren't what I thought I was getting, and I probably would have got a refund. But the price is not worth my effort to go and package them and take them to the post office and all that. I just might as well keep them and try to use them for projects, which I'm going to do with the steering wheel. All right, so another thing I got is I got a couple of rolls of this. This is the tape that goes on the door sill. So you open your door and you look along the front, the bottom of it, and you have the metal piece on the Mustangs, has a little Ford emblem. Mine keep getting scratched up, tore up. I keep having to take them off every time I rewire something because a lot of the wiring runs underneath those sill plates, go into the trunk or to the rear lighting. And this is supposed to have, it's got the adhesive tape on the back that you peel off, and it's supposed to just sit on place of that piece of metal. So it's carbon fiber, it's got the red on it that kind of matches my car. So I'll install these. This is also one of those parts that once I put on there, I have a feeling I'm gonna look at it and go, nah. But for fun, just to see what it looks like, I'm gonna try it out. And the good news is if I don't like it, it's not like I had to drill new holes or disfigure anything to get it to work. It's just tape. So I can peel it off and put the original sill plates back on if I don't like it. The other thing that has been bothering me on my car is my rocker panel plates. Those rocker panel bars across the bottom of the Mustang are held on by these little snap-on devices. And the original one on the right-hand side of the car has failed. I lost it. I bought a new one. I've never been able to get it to sit tight, so I've never put it on, drove it down the road because I already know from the way it feels that it's going to fall off on me. So I thought maybe I'll try something different. This right here is rocker panel protection. So it's a strip that goes where those rocker panel go. And I thought it would be a little bit better than this. In the pictures on Temu, I didn't see these ribs, which I don't really like. I thought it was more of just a glossy black with a red trim on it. So this one right here is going to go on one side just so I can do some video of it and show you guys what it looks like if you're interested in doing it for your own vehicle. But I have a feeling out of all this stuff that I bought for the Mustang, all combined, I probably, with the stuff I showed you and a couple other odds and ends that I haven't shown you, I probably spent close to 30 bucks for everything, right? Which is pretty good. I mean, you're talking 5 bucks for an OBD2 scanner, 8 bucks for a steering wheel. These guys, I got 2 rolls of it for, I think it was like $7. These guys were like 90 cents. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I can do to the car now just to play around and have some fun for a relatively small amount of money. Plus that also includes those metal detectors I got. So there was a lot of value in that $30 in just entertainment value alone, let alone what I ended up keeping on the car. Temu definitely is an option for accessories and dress up. They have lots of lighting options where if you want to put some of those LED lights, underglows on your car, if you want to have any kind of like reflective stickers, they sell all kinds of little odds and end accessories that you can do on your car to make it unique and different in your own way. And that's kind of what I'm all about when it comes to working on the old cars, is making them unique and different in my own way, right? Electric water pump. You don't see a whole lot of those running around, so that was one of the reasons why I did it, is that the YouTube is not full of electric water pump videos on classic Mustangs. So who knows, some of this stuff might look good, it might keep it, some of it might not, but within the next week or two, definitely keep an eye out for the steering wheel video, and we'll probably do the other odds and ends all as one video. You know, there's no point in just doing a rocker panel video, so I might do all the other stuff I bought as one video and the steering wheel as a separate one. So I hope you watch those when they come out. Let me know what you think. If you've bought anything from Temu that you want to share with us that you think is cool, let me know. And any other cool odds and ends or vehicle accessories you found great deals on, put it in the comments so that we can all go look at it and see what we think. Again, thank you for watching the video. Please like, please subscribe. The video is growing, over 6,000 subscribers on the channel now. Couldn't do it without you guys. Appreciate everything. Have a good one.